Hello, welcome back to Wizard or Prophet. I'm your host. And today I would like to review a tool very briefly. And these are hand pruners made by a Japanese company called ARS, right there. And these are the VS-8 Z hand pruners, clippers. These are fantastic. I found these on Amazon, probably 2017, 2018, and I bought a pair. These are the originals that I bought. Recently, we've been clearing out a lot of ivy, and we've been using, big loppers to cut it. It's 50-year overgrown ivy. I mean, we're pulling out 10-inch trunks that we had to saw out, but a lot of these little vines we've been snipping out with these, and these are great. They're I don't know what the metal is. I know it's high carbon. I've only had to touch these up a little bit. They've remained incredibly sharp. They have an aluminum body, plastic dip handles here that make it very comfortable, and these are the medium size. They also make a smaller one, and the VS9, I think they make a 7 and a 9, so they make one for larger hands. But I have between medium and large hands, so it depends on what size glove or what brand glove I'm wearing. Sometimes it's large, sometimes it's medium. So the neat thing about these, high carbon steel is hard chrome. They keep their sharpness incredibly long time, and they have this little clip right here, and essentially they have a spring in there, and you squeeze it to open it. And it'll open up far enough where, I can barely reach it. But it makes it very easy. And then when you're done, you just hold it, and you can one-hand close it. So if you can get they probably sell them, I don't know, but you can get a sheath for them and hang them on your belt. And then when you're out pruning in your garden, you just pop that open. And these are super, super sharp. I wish I don't know what I have here to show you how sharp they are. Here's a zip tie. Hold on. Zip ties are probably not good for these, but you can see. And that's this can do this all day long. These are incredibly sharp. So, I mean, these are the kind of pruners that if you were in the, a mafioso and you need to clip someone's finger off, these would be the ones to do it. I mean, these would go right through your bone, right through the joint, clip your finger off, no problem. So if you're in the mafia and you need, some clippers, these are the ones. I was so, these have been working. We've cleared out literally hundreds of square feet of ivy over the last month or so. My wife has, and these have made hundreds, if not thousands of cuts. And there's just still, you saw how sharp they are. We just clean them off every time and make sure that they get clean. And I was kind of apprehensive. I said, you're going to ruin my clippers. These are my clippers. And then I realized, hey, if she's clipping ivy, I might as well let her clip ivy. I mean, there's one less chore I have to do, right? And so she said, and thankfully so, just buy yourself another pair. So I did. And it was weird, and I don't know if these were on sale or whatnot. I paid about $40 for these back in 2018, 2017. Off of Amazon, I found a seller that sold them on Amazon and bought them. I liked them so much that the next year I bought my dad a pair for either his birthday or Christmas. And by then they were $54. When I ordered these, I guess it was during Prime Days, but it didn't say it was a Prime deal. So I think you could still find them. $30. $30. Now, there's other brands out there that are high end, the European ones. What are those? See, it just starts with an F. I forget. I'm not a gardener either, everyone. I'm not a gardener. You do your gardening around your house. But in any case, these are a fantastic deal at $30. These that's the same price as like the Corona clippers you get at the depot for $30. And you know, I've used some Corona stuff. It's okay, but this stuff is, as you see, you can see that, made in Japan. And I'll turn this over, and you can see this is all in Japanese. And there it is, right there. It says the VZ7Z, the VS, sorry, the VS7Z, the VS8Z, and the VS9Z. That shows what sizes you can get. Now there is a newer version of this. I can't remember what it's called, like the VS8ZM or something. I don't remember. Anyway, the only thing that I can tell that's different between that, and I've already opened this, I just put it back in the package, so I know this one, besides being brand new, works just as well. It's very, very sharp as well right out of the box. Nothing doing here. Easy peasy. And this one's, you know, hundreds of thousands of clips. This one's straight out of the box. Those are the first cuts. It's, you know, stays just as sharp. But they do make an updated version of this. The only thing I could tell was there was something on this bolt head right here. And these also, you can see, have the screws here. These blades are replaceable. So if these wear out, you can buy the replaceable blades. You just unscrew it here and then here, and it pops out, and put a new one on. And I think the replaceable blades are like $24. But when these are only $30, you make your mind up. But I just adore these. These are the best pruners I've ever had. Your mileage may vary. I highly recommend them. That's the ARS, made in Japan, VS-8 pruners with high carbon steel, hard chromed, aluminum body, sharp as snot. All right, happy clipping. Adios, ciao, Auf Wiedersehen, a biento, and TTFN.